back to the episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys. I was here. Fan-freaking-tastic Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day to all them fathers out there. If y'all got a father as well, make sure to go ahead and tell them Happy Father's Day as well. It's a blessed day. It's an awesome day. It's a fan-freaking-tastic day. So I hope that y'all are getting to spend it with those that you should. But in the meantime, you're spending a bit of it with me, and we already, as you guys can probably see, got a revenge raid not lined up at all. That's right. So check this out. This is what they stole from us, and somehow it wasn't enough for a revenge raid. So something's going on here. Here you guys can see what we're going to be offering them up. This time we'll give them a pistol, a couple weapon parts. Maybe the med kits will be the missing recipe, but it appears that revenge raids are not the way that they were before the update. I think that Kafir maybe did fix them a little bit, but I think that Kafir still might have changed them, where what happens is you don't get a revenge raid every single time. Maybe you get it every couple of times, or maybe if you give them a lot of loot, the better chance you have at getting it. There's probably something in there that hopefully we'll be able to discover, but then you guys can also see the damage we've sustained. We lost 4 freaking stone walls, which is for one raid actually pretty nutty. So these raiders, they came hungry for blood, but all they got was a couple of things. That wasn't the worst thing in the world. But you know what isn't the worst thing in the world? This was the worst transition ever. Boom. What you guys are seeing right here was actually posted June 7th, so a little bit on the tad older side, but I believe that this came out when I was doing all my preparations for EA Play / E3, which I still got some cool videos coming out of that. Cannot wait to show them off to you guys and gals. But in the meantime, we need, and I mean absolutely need, to talk about what incarnation we are seeing. So it's pretty obvious at the top right there is the big one. Well, it's pretty obvious at the top left there's sun, and it's kind of like an iPhone type of switch or something, where it looks like you hit it and then it like goes to the left and right, you know. But here's the thing, in the bottom left hand corner we got some weird. We got the circle in the left orientation, and along with that orientation comes the fact that it is in nighttime, and as we can see corresponding to the daytime, it looks like the big one stays nice and normal, but it appears at nighttime, at least given there was no text, by the way, to go with this anyways. They literally just posted this picture, and then next to the nighttime you can see the big one. Well, I think that's still the big one, but he looks a hell of a lot spookier than what we're used to seeing. It actually looks a lot more high definition, a lot more in-depth than his upper counterpart, which has me believe in a couple of things here. So as we know, the big one was chased out of his home. The big one was chased out of the infected forest and replaced with the witch. I know how awful of the witch to just chase him out like that, but that's besides the point. So now the big one will only appear during raids. So he's not really a boss, because before he was kind of a boss. He was a poopy boss though, because it wasn't that great of a boss battle. Literally nothing special happened besides the fact that he takes almost no damage, and he does a lot of damage to you throughout it. It was literally just a super extended fight between two things. Nothing special like the witch summoning people, or like the blind one freaking charging into walls, right? Well, what I think is gonna happen is I think the big one will still stay in raids for a little bit, just as kind of that end of the raid kind of, hey, get off my lawn, you freaking kids, even though it's not my lawn, it's some other random dude's lawn, but I'm the big one, and it's my job to chase people off other people's property, apparently. He's actually the sheriff of Last Day on Earth. Plot twist. But honestly, what I think is happening is Kafir is actually gearing up to kind of revamp the big one and actually give him a proper boss battle area, especially with Kafir's new fascination. And this is something we saw on the roadmap. This is something they've even just started stating, but Kafir would like to, you know, start having more of those areas that respawn every couple of days, you know, instead of the areas that you just go to every time you go there, it's constantly different or something. Kafir wants some more of those unique locations. That's what's going to be coming with the farm. That's what came with the infected forest. Well, I think that what we're gearing up to see here is actually going to be the third boss. This is not counting the big one as an original boss, just because he was kind of poopy, because it wasn't really a boss. But this, especially given the revamp we're seeing in the lower right hand corner, I really could see a boss battle being incorporated. The question is, where could we see this guy? Well, what I think this might happen is I think we might even find the big one near the lower ends of the bunker, because we still got 2 more floors to be added to the bunker. We haven't had a bunker floor added in a couple, it's been it's been a little while since we got floor 4 actually, so I mean, given the timelines, given Kafir wanting to focus more upon those areas that do respawn every couple of days, and given the fact that the big one already exists in the 2nd floor bunker alpha, you can't fight him or anything, but currently that is the only place you're guaranteed to see him outside of, if you're lucky and or unlucky, depending how you look at it, at a random zone and he just appears to show up, or if he just shows up at the end of a raid. So I think what might end up happening is in the lower levels, or one of those new lower levels, honestly floor 6 would make a whole ton of sense. Doesn't it make sense to have the scariest boss maybe on the bottom floor? I think that's what they're gearing up to do, to put this revamped big one over in whatchamacall, put him over into the lower floor of the bunker. However, there's also the obvious thing where there's this whole daytime nighttime thing. We've seen nighttime mechanics worked upon in Grim Soul Survival, actually, which we are still waiting for that massive update to hop back into. But anyways, at nighttime, we know that at nighttime specifically, the night guest appears. Well, potentially Kafir could borrow some of those Grim Soul mechanics and incorporate them here into the big one. So maybe if we encounter him and it happens to be nighttime, something spooky will happen, or maybe nighttime will have to do with how we encounter him as a boss. So instead of him just kind of chasing us off, maybe if nighttime happens, you know, he can be defeated, he's more vulnerable or something. There's a whole ton of speculation that could go into this, and a whole ton of just hypothesizing, and that is why I would absolutely love to hear from you guys and gals over in that comment section down below, whether that be your own original ideas, you guys' thoughts on my ideas, any of that type of jazz. I really think that this is big, and I do think definitely it means a big one revamp is coming. Maybe they just did the daytime nighttime comparison to like make it look cool in a screenshot, or maybe that will actually have to do with how we encounter him. But given the revamp, I think that they will do him justice. They will make him a proper boss, potentially make him drop something pretty dope as well, since the 2 bosses so far, the witch drops her head and the blind one also drops his head. Maybe we'll be able to get a big one head, add him on to the trophy area and shenanigans like that. But like I said, go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below what you think regarding this. Let's as a community figure this out, because usually whenever we try to scheme together, we actually do get pretty close to the actuality of it. So definitely let me know in that comment section down below, and everybody in the comments what you're throwing away into the weekend $1 @2/place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll show you win on today's video. I'll go ahead and turn out every single last edit of the video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment for a random video, and that will be the video for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway on that exact same Saturday as well. Here's the bunker code as well for you guys and gals if you want to take a PC doodles at that. So make sure notification bell is hit so you stay up to date with all the videos coming out, the latest, the last day information, the latest of gameplay and updates and new additions, and of course the latest of other dope survival games we'll be checking out. I've been seeing you guys saying Star, check out Parade Day Survival a lot. I think in this coming week we might finally begin our dive into that, especially now that I'm getting settled back into home after the trip and everything. So keep your eyes peeled. A lot of exciting stuff coming in that direction. But other than that, can't wait to hear from you guys in the comment section. But other than that, the raiders have arrived, and since we did not have, unfortunately, a actual revenge raid awaiting us, listen, my inventory was already ready for a raid. Well, we're gonna continue that raiding scheming. Let's go ahead and craft up all the hatchets we're gonna need. Hopefully we start getting revenge raids more consistently. Like, I don't know, maybe I'd also love to hear from you guys in the comment section, especially with this whole raiding system, how it's being updated, how we're trying to continuously figure out what in tarnation is going on with it. If you guys might have any ideas or anything of the such, maybe any like little things that you might notice, definitely go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below. I would absolutely love to hear such shenanigans as well, because this is something that we as a community seriously gotta go ahead and figure out and hopefully put the pieces together, because something about raiding is off, man. All right, because we got the revenge raid the first time, but now we don't have a revenge raid again. It's like, I don't know, hopefully in exchange for no revenge raid we actually get a good base to raid. I saw some of you guys say that Star, that wasn't a hacker you raided last episode. Oh, apparently I was going totally out of line thinking that's a hacker. I know some of you guys said, Star, if that was a hacker, why wouldn't he just be surrounded in steel walls? Well, here's the thing, right? Here's why I thought it was super weird and why I think it's a hacker trolling, because you guys are saying, oh, if it was a hacker, you would have just finished building a steel base. You guys are saying it probably was just a pay-to-win player that bought a couple of metal rooms or something. Well, here's the thing, though. Where in tarnation did he get the one random stone wall then? You know, because if he bought a stone room, well, he'd have other stone walls. I feel like he'd either put them to use, or we would have found a lot of his oak planks that we would have like hidden away. You know what I mean? So it seems interesting. Like maybe he's just keeping everything in his inbox, but I don't think it was super out there to think that that might have just been a hacker trying to kind of play the game. Maybe he only wanted to protect his base from raids and he's trying to play the game legit. Otherwise, it just seemed really weird to only have one stone wall, you know? And I just feel like it's someone more trying to troll other people. I saw another hypothesis saying that apparently if you raid, I don't know if this is true. I haven't seen any facts. This maybe, I don't really know how you could even fact check this, but I saw some of you guys saying in the comment section that if you raid a hacker and he has like a lot of good stuff in his chest, or if his chest is just like filled to the brim with non-stop floppy disks, or like filled to the brim with engine parts, right? That Kafir can like change what's in the chest. I have absolutely nothing to back that up. I'm just kind of saying some of the things that I saw you guys say in the comment section. That one seems a little bit out there. Not entirely sure how possible that would even be, but just kind of tried to put a couple things out there. But you gotta admit, at the very least, that was a very weird raid that we raided the last time. And hello, good morning. Is this a, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Step 1, break in. Let's see if this is actually a stone area just surrounded by, oh my goodness. Guys and gals, I think I know what we're gonna be breaking on into. This is looking like a promising raid because every single one of his chests has to be in there. You guys are seeing all the benches and stuff we're seeing on the outside. I really like this couch here, by the way. Gives you a great look at the medical channel over here. It's literally, it looks like there should be a TV over there instead of just the first aid kit. But this is looking like a pretty promising base, given the fact he's got that stone wall protection. He's got the refining furnace. Ooh, he's got good workbenches, actually. This is looking quite so promising, if you ask me. Even this is coming along kind of nicely. Doesn't have the end. His chopper isn't done, however, which makes me think like that's usually seeing if the chopper done. That's actually a good, relatively good measure of trying to see how far along someone is. I mean, maybe just having bad luck. Maybe, I mean, he was missing a couple engine parts too, but maybe just didn't want to put in the rest of the engine parts while he's missing some other vital component, you know? But I am missing one vital component that we are about to acquire, and we're about to have a hell of a fun time with. Hello, C4. How do you do? Haven't had fun with you in a minute, even though I had fun with you just the other day breaking into the most disappointing steel base of all time. You know, I just, that absolute worst. All right, let's put this puppy down right there. Bada bang, bada boom. Oh, dear God, they spotted all around me. Hold on, we gotta take care of these guys first. No, go away, go away, go away. I did not expect to get swarmed that way, but we have 4 chests, all pretty colorful, dude. It's looking like a bag of freaking Skittles up in that stone base. And whenever there's a bag of Skittles, it's promising. You know, we about to taste the rainbow, baby. Let's check out chest number 1. Okie dokie, this is gonna be a good raid. Let's go. We back in business, baby. And check it out. He's even got some of the new items like plastic, which makes me think that maybe he's gonna have some electronic circuits lying around. I don't think that's too far out of the question. What I do think is out of the question is that we're walking out of here with nothing. No. We walking out of here with some juice, baby. So the blue chest seemed pretty promising. Why don't we break into the other blue chest and see what this has? What do you have for me, baby? I thought that was an electronic circuit. Not as hype as I thought it'd be. Still pretty okay, though. We have a lot of chests that we got to break into, though, and all of these chests, I think they have the common thing in common of they're gonna be freaking dope, my guy. Here's another thing too. Why don't we actually go through that silence pistol? That should break a little bit faster. Hopefully, we might be able to break through both of those, which would be awesome. We'd get full use, full bang for our buck. I kind of want to start using a normal pistol though, because I think that we should be able to break into every one of these chests without summoning the big one yet, which gives us some noise to spare in the grand scheme of things. So we could save our silenced weapons for the future when we wouldn't have noise to spare and we could actually just use the Glock. So, I mean, mathematically speaking, each one of these will add around 8 noise. We have 5 left, 8 times 5, that's gonna be 40, 40 plus 40, right around 80. I think that we should be able to get away with using La Pistola for our shenanigans today. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of turret parts, baby. Hopefully this pistol doesn't add too much noise, but we have around 20 extra noise to play with. So it is definitely quite noticeably adding a couple of points in the grand scheme of things, but we got rid of the pistol list, and that's the only pistol we had at our disposal, only non-silenced weapons, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, maybe we'll come across another one. Ooh, almost missed that copper ore right there. I do see the single oak plank. It's just one oak plank, though. Oh, this on the other hand. Hello. Hello, turret parts. We're never running out of turrets again. I think that's been established. This plastic, though, I feel like we should put that away. That is only a single plastic. We still got 4 of these puppies to break through, and we got a little bit of starvation hitting. Luckily, this chest over here is filled to the brim with deliciousness. I like, but I think I like the purple. We gotta check out the purple. We gotta see what the purple's got. Purple's a wonderful color. It's the color of royalty, and it's the color of, like, 4 red tickets. Okay. That's what I get for hyping up purple, man. Never hyping you up again. Other than that, we still got 3 more. It literally doesn't matter what order we break these in because we're going to be able to open all of them regardless. But what we got, they definitely started to wear down a little bit. Not as nutty as they were. I think we got really lucky. But maybe, hey, we still haven't seen electronic circuits. And like I'm saying, I really think electronic circuits are more than possible for today's scenario. And it's just really not happening so far. What is happening is another zombie massacre. This is the 3rd zombie massacre. Zombie massacre wave 3. There's always the 3. Oh my god, those were Siamese twins. Wasn't expecting that. There's always 3 waves of massacre. And hold on, there's another guy coming our way. And I just gotta be ready to go to La Pistola full auto mode as soon as he's done so. So we got 1 chest left to go after that. Hopefully the green ones are salvation. Even if not, though, I seriously cannot complain about everything else that we got out of here. But come on, man. I know you stashing some circuits or something. Come on, give it to Papa Star. Nope, Papa Star ain't getting jack squat. Except for a reinforced shirt. Man, that guy's on some next level stuff. I do like the reinforcement system, though. I feel like we don't mess around with it enough. But definitely for the resources you put into it, to add armor to some of that basic clothing, super good, man. If we were to start from scratch, if that was around when we were starting back in the early days, because remember, we've been playing Last Days since, well, for coming up on a year at this point, so we've been around for a while. But that armor system was around for a while. I think our early days would have gone a lot smoother as well. But here's the question. What do we take home with us? And the answer is that's going to be a hard one because I'm not entirely sure. We got to make some decisions here. Very conscious ones. We should be able to put that gas away, to be completely honest. But I also do want to break into the recycler. I definitely want to grab the 4 red tickets. It is only 4, but there's nothing super crazy to pick up other than that. So I'm thinking we might be going home with that to help us get more red ticket crates. That's always a good cause if you ask me. Definitely breaking into the recycler. It's just got a USB flat. God dang it, man. That's all that you got. You probably had a kind of low-level recycler. I can't wait until hopefully we come across some high-level recyclers and people who left very good things in the recyclers during the period of time where the raid's happening. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if I happen to come across a stack of electronic circuits in a recycler, I'm gonna, oh no, like, I'd be pretty happy. So let's see. The raiders are gonna want a cut of what we brought home. As such, we want to put away the most value we can. I think 3 steel bars and 4 copper bars goes without saying. What else is super valuable in their mind, though? I feel like they're going to value 15 aluminum bars a little bit more than 1 steel plate. We can definitely put the gas over there, and all of a sudden, we got like 5 more slots to pick things up with. I think that was a very productive trip back to the chopper. That's why the chopper gas tank is something I hope that all of you guys can end up getting, because it's beautiful, not just for the ability to, like, you know, drive around, use fuel as energy, even go to the north, but also just the simple fact, man, that, like, that extra inventory space, especially for raids. The chopper is a raider's best friend. I think that goes without saying. Here's what goes with saying. Was this guy refining stuff in this? And actually, I think breaking that might summon the big one, so I'm not sure if I want to break it quite yet. Also kind of tempted to break into the refining furnace as well, but first let's fill the rest of our inventory out, and then if we find good stuff, we can swap her in, swap her out with other things. I guess we could pick up a little bit of that. I could go with some of that too, a little bit of tape. I mean, like, that's what I like doing. Like, if we already got all of the super good stuff out of a raid, I know sometimes you guys get me pooped for it, but I like just kind of, you know, picking up stuff that will just fuel the next raid, you know, because it's a pretty vicious cycle at that point. We don't even have to go, whatchamacallit, over to a forest to like go and make the hatchets. Nah, dude, we steal the hatchets that we then use to steal from others. Well, we're not stealing though. Remember that. We're not stealing from anybody. We're taking from copies of people's bases. So when we steal from someone, those things aren't stolen from them. Although I think when we raid someone, it might cause a AI to raid them as well. We're not 100% sure on that. I think the community has not been able to decipher that far into it, but we've definitely figured out that, especially me, because I raided like the same guy 2 times in a span of like 3 or 4 days at one point, and both times his loot was exactly the same, so we obviously didn't steal it from him. But all right, enough talking about that. I think our inventory is about as good as I guess we could take some more duct tape too. Like, might as well probably drink up. Yeah, might as well eat and drink all that we can too while we're here. Like, come on, it's just basic productivity. Give me all the carrots. Freaking feel like a horse right now. Give me all the agua too, and oh, take some vitamin P for you in exchange. Listen, I like to do trades when I raid. You give me good loot, I give you the magic of vitamin P. Next thing you know, this guy watches. He's gonna win the lottery very next day. You guys underestimate the magical prowess of vitamin P, but okay. Might as well take one more stack of that, and I'll just leave an empty slot too. And here comes the moment of truth, the big one coming. The big one in his not so spooky form yet, but we know that he will be getting spooky. That goes without saying. So first things first, let's break into this and let's freaking go! 2 more steel bars coming our way, I think. Oh my god, and oh dude, that was beautiful. We went up to 99 noise, but now we just gotta get the hell out of Dodge. Get out of here, Toxic Abomination. We about to dipski. That raid got even sweeter right at the end. That's why breaking into those workbenches that work on making steel plates, for example, making aluminum plates. Those workbenches are bae to break into, man. Oh, we should have put that way into the chopper, though. Ah! That sucks, but holy hell, dude. The amount of turrets we just raided, the amount of steel that was just stolen. I didn't have an, his gun. I was gonna say we took some good guns. We didn't really take any good guns, unfortunately. That guy didn't seem to have the biggest of arsenal at his disposal. Unless maybe he had like a secret chest somewhere that I just totally missed out on. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me because that's a total me thing to do. But all right, Raiders, it's about time we start talking yo share. I don't know. I don't even want to give them the turret parts, man. I want to save those for me. You guys can take the aluminum though. I will give them a cut of the aluminum bars from here as well. I think that that's going to be pretty fair, but dude, look at that. Counting the steel bar, or the steel plate, steel bar, the copper bars, and even the copper ore, all in all, in terms of raw resources, we just got 11 steel from that raid. That is the type of raid I could go with on the day-to-day. Raiders, listen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to finesse these guys. Okay, never mind. They think this offer's only not bad. I was gonna make them really love me. No, I'm not giving you more than that. This is what you get. But keep on giving me good raids, guys. That I can roll with that. See you later, alligator. I love their armor, by the way. I'd love to get me some of that. Although I think they literally just have the reinforced, I think they just have, yeah, like the reinforced jacket. Definitely looks cool, but we got to go ahead and start hauling some of the goodies back into place. And then I do believe the bunker is ready for us to dive back into. We might need to go and make a pit stop and, oh no. Oh, he's just licking his paw or the ground. I can't tell. His face is in the ground. Okay, well, that dog is a ghost or something. I'm not going to fandangle with that. What I am going to do, though, is call back the Raiders, see if there's any quests that they need doing, because there's always, listen, on my side, there's always raids that need a raiding. So if there's anything I could do to expedite such a process, I'm more than down for it. Might as well give you guys a status update on the recycler. Right now, we're just making some of this, trying to continue to get the level up. It does appear every time you level up, it definitely starts leveling up slower, but as soon as electronics get to the max level, that is when our stockpile of phones, our stockpile of flash drive, our stockpile of all the good stuff, we're gonna start recycling that and hopefully getting a bejesus ton of electronic circuits out of it. But as you guys can see, we're still looking rather well in terms of those things. We also got the second copper stockpile beginning up over there. Obviously, a couple of the not so important things we got to put away. But dude, I've never gotten this many turrets, and that's actually the really good thing. Without a doubt, that's why this update was good. This is definitely a positive of it, is that it updated the types of bases we could raid. Before the update, we were never getting bases with recyclers, never getting bases with dog houses or anything. But now that has changed, and you guys can see we're getting turret parts, we're getting some of these other parts, and because of the recycler, hopefully our ability to get a lot more electronic circuits will go up as well. But enough talky on that front. I just gotta go ahead. Do we have enough red tickets for a red ticket? Oh my god! Bruh, how you gonna? All right, well, I guess no red ticket crate today, unless we want to go and take out. We might still be. Maybe we'll go and kill like one thing. Yeah, maybe we'll end up doing it. But I'm gonna go get a couple tickets and whatnot, and we'll rendezvous and go and do some openings. Talk to y'all in a sec. And all right, I think we got more than enough weapons equipped for some magic to happen. Also, I wanted to address one more question. I see this question a little bit whenever we do show off our inventory. Like, Star, god dang it, put some of that steel to use. I will maybe put more of it to use. I have started, like you guys can see here, maybe expanding this area a little bit to be a bit more protective, but I kind of want to save our stockpile here. I know this is kind of overkill, right? But I want to save it for the ATV, because there is a chance that the ATV recipe changes. Maybe it starts having more steel, more copper incorporated into it. So I don't know how much that's going to take. The ATV currently takes 200 engine parts, so it's obviously, at least at the time being, not planned to be the cheapest thing. So I just want to make sure that we have a very healthy stockpile of everything. So as soon as the ATV comes in most likely update 1.9, we are ready to bum rush the bejesus out of it and have it as ASAP as possible. I am thinking that, honestly, I mean, when you look at it, I seriously think that the farmhouse, that's going to be how we get the transmission for the ATV. Now, currently, I don't think I can access the ATV because I do have it walled off. It's just part of, well, I don't know. I kind of use it as like a distraction for my base, because if someone breaks into there, they're just like, oh no, just an ATV, you know? But that ATV transmission, I seriously think when the farm is added in, that is when that's where we're gonna see the ATV transmission itself, you know? I don't think that's too far-fetched. Some of y'all have called me crazy for that idea, but I seriously think that is how it's gonna work. Also, I should probably get the code for today. 02344, although you guys probably should have already known that. I told y'all that comment section down below, but if that is out of date by the time that they want the blind one done, so, well, I don't know if we are ready to kill the blind one today. I don't want to, we could, maybe if we kill the blind one, that will give us enough red tickets to open up the red ticket crate. Maybe, or maybe we save them for another day, because we literally need one red ticket. So maybe, yeah, we'll play it by ear, just because, like, I didn't come prepared for him, you know? We do only have one shotgun. Maybe if the yellow crate gives us a shotgun, it might be a sign from the last day on Earth gods, since the blind one needs to die right now. Like, not tomorrow, he's gotta die right now. And if that happens, I will hop on it. Ooh. And if we get some SWAT armor too. I was about to say minimum military, but we are guaranteed military armor for the most part. 02344 is gonna be the magical code to open up the door and teleport through it. Because sometimes you guys say, Star, why don't you wait? Why do you wait for the elevator to come up all the way? I don't know, it looks cool. I like the elevator opening up and then going into the open elevator. You know, call me crazy. I don't know. All right, but you know what isn't crazy? Death and destruction to you, Fast Biter. Tickets and hopefully lots of loot to you, Green Ticket Crate. Death and destruction to you, Fast Biter number 1. Death and destruction to you, Fast Biter number 2. Let's open these up. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a red ticket out of this. I don't know if I've ever gotten a red ticket on the lobby floor, but we are literally one away, so yeah, that's not happening. But let's see what we got here. No engine parts. That's okie dokie. We do have some food and a pistola, though. We could also start getting some of those. How about crate number 2? Let's freaking... Oh, I think I know what must be done, lads and lassies. We're gonna leave the good armor on, but we did just get a second shotgun. I think we know where this one has got to go. Let's go and activate hard mode. We're gonna go and say hello to our blind little buddy. And we were talking about bosses earlier with the big ones, so might as well make sure to get a boss fight in today. But seriously, I don't know. I could see him being the big one, the revamped big one that you went over. conflicted between being in the lower levels of the bunker or an entirely new location. You know, I don't think they'd put him in any existing ones, and I don't think he'd just be like a wandering boss. Maybe they could do that actually. He's just like a boss that randomly appears, you know, because that'd be an interesting game mechanic to include, I suppose. But we might need to put a couple things away, just because I want to have enough. I definitely want to have enough inventory room for what I'm trying to do. So at the very least, you can go away for the time being. I can put the green tickets away. I'll come back for you, though, no worries. And then that'll be the 3 hard mode items we're collecting, plus the red tickets. All in all, I'd call that a pretty positive experience. Maybe we'll put those away and come back for those. All right, 4 slots. That's pretty good, especially because we got some med kits that we'll probably have to end up using. Although, we do got the double shotgun rain. Although, I do want to save these 2 for the blind ones, so it might take a wee bit, like, it might not be as much of a breeze to get to him in the first place, and we might need to blow through a couple things first. But I mean, we got collation to call 437. Shouldn't be big problem, comrade. All should be good. All be Gucci. All will be well. Let's freaking get it, fast spider. Come at me, lad. All you're coming at is death. And you fast. Oh, you floated bloated too. Listen, if you are, I don't know about you personally. I would not recommend death. I hear it has awful reviews on Yelp. So maybe, you know, try to chill up a little bit. I do like the dog tags you're bringing me though. This is, if you guys want to bring me more dog tags like this, I will not say no. You can eat one of these. I know you guys say I can scrap the tin cans for a chance at a steel plate, but our recycler is just so busy recycling electronics. I seriously don't know when the next chance we'll get to recycle tin cans is. There's a lot of things I'd rather try and recycle first. That thing's about to break, so that's good. That's the thing too. When things break, they free up inventory slots, so not the worst thing in the world. We are gonna try and kill the toxic spitter first before we take out the exploder, just so we got less people wailing on us. There we go. And now the exploder will come at us, bro, and then we'll run away a little bit, do a little bit of that turn and burn tactic, and then maybe circle him on back after a hit, and he should go boom. Right then and right there, we can equip the pistol to finish him off. Check that out. We got the extra pocket, so we can do just super quick switches between these guns. And God, dude, that's such an underrated aspect of extra pocket. Oh, I like that. Oh, wait, that's the red ticket we needed. Hey, doesn't matter. See, it's a sign. We already got freaking 30. We haven't even killed the blind one. It's a sign that this was a great idea to do. But back to what I was saying. I completely forgot what I was just about to say. But the turret is dead, so that's good news. But yeah, wow, holy train of thought, Batman. That thing just got derailed. But at least we're getting lots of those these items, which is rather nice, and nothing useful out of there. We did get, hey, baby, we got some turret parts out of that. Do we have? We don't have any AKs with the extended sight, so we can't kill any of those guys, but we can continue making our way over to the blind one, and he will not be living long, I guarantee you that. Even these toxic spitters over here, they ain't living long, but they're going up against Papa Star himself. What else do you expect when you go up against greatness? Just kidding. I'm not about to stroke my own ego like that. The only thing that makes me great is the fan-freaking-tastic community behind me. Again, I know I thank you guys a lot, but sincerely, it's just because I feel like I don't express my gratitude enough. Thank you guys for everything, for being such a great part of, honestly, what I personally think to be the greatest community across all of YouTube. 100% the most fan-freaking-tastic. That doesn't even have to be debated, but you guys are the bomb.com. No, you're not an actual bomb though. Don't blow up, okay? Unless you're fighting against the witch and you got a grenade launcher and you got to YOLO yourself. We've gone over this a couple episodes ago, but that's the exception to the rule. All right, let's get all the food that we can. We're ready to go. But oh, I was talking about the extra pocket. Especially on an emulator like I play, it's just so awesome because the extra pocket gives you, I mean, even on PC, right? Or even on mobile, you can, it's kind of hard to tell with 2 things, but it's super easy to switch between guns, but it's even easier on PC because it's almost like a, oh, well, I probably shouldn't have, but it's like a keybind, you know, where I can just press a key. I actually just press Q, which is right by WASD, which I used to move around. So just super quick. I can like switch between my guns just super hot. Like that's why the extra pocket, like honestly, if there's a single perk you guys should go after first, I mean, the motorcycle skill is definitely up there for all the usefulness it has, but what I would say is that the extra pocket is definitely something to strive for, and that's the first freaking legendary / extremely rare perk we got. But let's stop reminiscing about the past. Let's reminisce about the fact that the blind one is about to suffer an awful death at the hands of the papa of the star. Fun story. I'm gonna be Uncle Star soon, baby. That's right. My sister actually, we just found out, totally random. We just found out a couple of days ago actually that she is going, or that she's gonna have a baby around January or something. So that's, I don't know, man. That's really exciting. I'm gonna be an uncle and stuff. I don't know how to be an uncle. I'm like 20, so if you guys got any tips or tricks for being a good uncle, let me know. Do I sneak a lot of candy to the kids? Like, what do I do, man? All right, I'm used to being a papa. All right, I'm Papa Star. I ain't Uncle Star, but no worries. I'm gonna do my best, just like I'm gonna do my best to absolutely eviscerate the blind one in his attempts to bring a stop to us. Guess what, blind one? Yeah, the only thing you're stopping is your the ability to live. Yeah, burn. Holy hell, I got him good with that one. Oh, it's okay. We only gotta do a measly 200 damage, more than enough for it to shoot the gun. Goodbye to you, my blind body. He didn't give us the goodies, though. I mean, he did give us the goodies, but he didn't give us the goodie. He didn't give us his face. I know, that seems weird to offer up your face as a sign of defeat, but listen, the witch's face, pretty high quality. I saw some of you guys commenting that you actually have gotten a second witch's head, so maybe it's just really rare to get a second witch's head, and I think that's, hopefully we're gonna keep on trying to kill the witch. Hopefully we can get another one of her heads, because her heads are like a trophy to me. They're collectible. I want to start building, especially, I mean, maybe we'll start blowing through some of that steel, but I really would love to, I kind of want to kill that frenzied giant, but nah. I'd really just love to like build this trophy room. Inside the trophy room to have a slot of grass, so we could put the trophy, obviously, the witch's head or whatever, but then also have the blind one's head. Then in a trophy, have another witch's head. I already have another blind one's head in a freaking area. Have the rarest of event weapons that can't be had anymore. I just want to create the trophy room of all of the rarest things in Last Day on Earth, and for that to happen, we do need a second of the witch's head. But that's definitely a work in progress. It's something I want to do for a while, and given the fact that we got a nice abundance of no C4 here, but I do like that gun right there. Given the fact that we do have a nice abundance of steel, we might end up doing that rather soon. So I don't know where we'd expand, if we'd kind of like build out from our base, make it its own separate thing, but that's something to kind of keep your eyes on. That's something I'd really love to do. It seems like an awesome little idea, awesome little thought. But all right, now we just got to put the rest of these goodies. The red crate kind of disappointed us, but we did get full SWAT. We did get a fully silenced weapon, which is almost, I mean, a fully modded one. That's almost good enough to handle an entire raid by itself. So already pretty nice progress there. So we'll be able to utilize that. But then we also got the 4 extra inventory slots there. I'll just eat the last of the jerky. Bada bing, bada boom. Make it 5. I'm like a mathematician out here, dude. I'm making numbers. Numbers do what I tell them to. But then out of some other valuables we can grab here, 4 car air filters. That's a little bit more on the generous side. Definitely pick up some of them other goodies, some of them other guns, and probably gotta leave some behind. Why don't we just go ahead and chow down on the beans? We got plenty of edibles back at home. Let's just get some of that wire, and then we can collect the rest of the wire from here. And all in all, it's a pretty nice haul. We'll come back, though, probably grab in my free time. We don't have anything there, but I'll probably come back and grab some of the gas. Gas is a really good thing, actually. I think I value medkits. We got a lot of medkits at home, definitely less gas. Okay, we'll grab the gas now. I'll come back for the medkits. I just gotta prioritize, because this is actually a pretty solid amount of gas. Especially because I think the first crate, doesn't it have like a couple here? Oh baby, right there, 10 on the dot. That's half a day's worth of a turret, man. And given all the turret parts that we got, we're probably gonna want a lot of gas. That goes without saying. But that's gonna start around for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Thank you guys a whole ton for tuning in. I wish y'all nothing but the most fan-freaking-tastic time in the meantime. Best of luck to you guys. Get the chopper gas tank. Join the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your puppers, leveling up your perks, protecting your base, going on raids, whether that be revenge or ones you set out to on your own accord. Best of luck defeating the witch, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout the way. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.